Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Winning Live broadcast. This morning, the 6th day of November 2021. Wow. Oh, we're almost getting to the end of this awesome year. 2021 came with a lot of things, a lot of challenges, a lot of wins, a lot of milestones, a lot of achievements. And if you care to share with me one or two things that has happened in your 2021, I'll be so excited to read them, either in the comment section or on my inbox. Good morning, Samzi Oko. I'm glad to have you here. Okay, so at the Winning Live broadcast, what we share is relevant information, knowledge, skills, values, and principles that will help you become a better person in different ramifications of your life and to succeed in your leadership, your personal life, your business, and your faith. Very, very important. Okay, so I'm so excited to have you on board this morning. And today I introduce to you the new series that we are working on, which is the November series, and it's bordered on what? Leadership. Is bordered on what? Leadership and influence. So briefly today, I'm going to be introducing to you what I understand to be leadership. A lot of people think that leadership is all about position. Okay, so when you get into the system, organizations, you see people striving to get into position. Why? They don't really understand what leadership is all about. I've hosted the Leadership Rebirth Conference for 5 years. For 5 years, 5 good years, and I understand perfectly what it means to be a leader. I've led in different organizations. I've led in different, even the ones I founded, even the ones I was elected into position, and so many of them. And of course, I understand that it's not even about this position. It's not about the name. It's not about bearing the co-founder. It's not about bearing the director or bearing the CEO of any company or of any business, but about the influence you have on people. Okay, the influence you have on people. A lot of people understand, a lot of people know how to do politicking, but they don't know what leadership is all about. These are two different things. Politics is different from leadership. But I want to encourage anybody who wants to become better in his endeavor in any field that he is into to understand leadership. Learn leadership and learn politicking, because there are people who know what it means to lead. There are people who understand the leadership and who have those leadership traits and characteristics. They understand it, but they are shying away from taking up positions because they feel it's a dirty game. They feel people who are there are people who are doing bad things and all that, so they don't want to be there. Okay, so but if the righteous is not in power, then the people will not rejoice. Okay, so the righteous should learn how to lead effectively and then learn how to politic effectively. Don't be a leader and not a politician. Now, when I talk about politics, a lot of people look at this, so low, what are you even talking? You want people to, is everybody supposed to be a politician? Listen, politics is in different forms. In your house, that's where the politics started. For your family, that's where the politics started. You will agree with me definitely that in the family there are people that the mother gives a lot of meat in the kitchen when she's cooking, and those people are always in the kitchen with her. All right. So it's not the father of the house that eats most of the meat. It's somebody in the house. It could be the last born who is always in the kitchen. Okay, that is politics. All right. I don't know if you got this clear enough. That is politics. It's not when you come get out of the road and then you're shouting Obu member Nezia, Ubu member Nezia. You're answering comrade. That is not what I define as politics. Although it's a part of it anyway. And but that's fine. I want to be as brief as possible because I'm ready for the singles breakfast that is being hosted by my mentor, Reverend Ifeanyi Agu of the Destiny Leadership Initiative. So I'm gonna be there right this morning. So I'm it's time already. So I'm just doing everything I can to ensure that I will leave and get there in ample time. So to me, leadership is not about position, though position is part of leadership. Okay, but That's the least level of leadership. I would want to encourage you to go check out. You could also go check out the 5 levels of leadership, according to John Maxwell. You will see that a position is the least. I mean, the smallest. Okay, so leadership to me is a different thing, and then I'm going to explain some of them in some statements, and then we wrap it up for today. Leadership to me is the ability to influence people to do what ordinarily they wouldn't want to do except for your influence. Okay, when I teach leadership in schools, there is a program we run for teenagers during the CLS, that's Career Leadership and Skills program. So during the CLS programs, we have a package, a training, a leadership training for teenagers. And one of the things I tell them is that, and I want to tell you because it's applicable to even you that is watching me, there are things you do and people look at you and then they see what you do, even in your unconsciousness, even when you don't know about it. Okay, they see what you do and they say, I love this thing this person is doing. You know? They mirror you. They want to do what you're doing, so they start doing it. You've influenced them. Maybe you're a kind of person who loves reading and you read at night, but there is one guy in your class who doesn't read at night, and then you come to school, you're talking about how you read at night, and then the guy says, oh wow, and he starts reading because of you, because he wants to do what you're doing. He wants to get the results that you're getting. That is leadership. You have an influence over that person. So it's the ability to influence people and for them to do something that ordinarily they wouldn't want to do. Ordinarily, if you allow them, they wouldn't want to do. So leadership is influence. Okay, so leadership is also the ability to inspire greatness in people. It's the ability to do what? To inspire greatness in people. I believe this so much that a leader, one of the basic characteristics of a leader is the ability to find the tree inside the seed. The ability to discover the forest inside the seed. A seed is something very tiny, very, very tiny. And anybody can just dispose it. Anybody can see it and throw it away because they don't care. It's of no, but that seed in years to come has the capacity to make out the forest. A seed that is very minute, very small, very small. So leadership, an effective leadership, inspires greatness in people. It inspires the process of becoming that forest, the process of becoming a tree. It inspires it into a seed. Leadership, effective leadership, sows that seed, that tiny seed. Effective leadership sows that tiny seed into the ground and then ensures that it germinates. Effective leadership weeds the ground to ensure that the tares doesn't kill the seed. Effective leadership waters the ground. Effective leadership inspires greatness. So if you are a leader, that is one of your major assignments. That's one of your major terms of reference for this job of leadership, to inspire greatness. And inspiring greatness in people does not mean you will always want to do or say something that they love to hear. Sometimes you've got to be hard. It's the ability to nurture greatness, even from something that is seemingly nothing, just something that is nothing. A lot of people are not seeing that, but you as a leader, because you are a leader, you find it, you see it, you are able to detect it. You have a detector. That's something that will always detect, oh, there is greatness here. There is greatness here, even though it looks like very minute. There is greatness here. Effective leadership is the ability to develop people and help them reach their full potential. To develop people and help them reach their full potential. If you're a leader, if you're into leadership of any sort, whether in your place of work, whether in business, whether in any politics, political position or political atmosphere, whether it's in church, whether it's in anywhere, whether anywhere, leadership is developing people. I love what Dr. Sam Adeyemi would always say. He said that leaders do not clone people. Leaders do not clone people. They rather build people. They rather raise other leaders. They are not people who want everyone to be following them sheepishly. They are people who are concerned about raising leaders. I know a lot of leaders that have come out from him because he helps them to develop themselves, and he helps them to reach their full potential. So that's what leadership is. It's not when you are everywhere shouting, I love the people I'm leading. A lot of people do all those, pasbagari. Go about, trying to claim what you are not, what you're not doing. People look at you and they know the kind of leader you are. You don't just need to explain to them. People understand the kind of leader you are and the kind of things you do. Okay. So it's also the ability to guide individuals. It's the ability to guide a team, nurturing and inspiring individuals to get to where they need to be. To guide a team, nurturing and inspiring individuals to get to where they need to be. Okay, so that is leadership for me. I would want to know what leadership means to you. Please do drop on the comment section. Yes, drop on the comment section so that we interact and have a solid discussion around leadership and what? And influence. It's very, 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 very key. So next week, Saturday, I'm going to be talking about what leadership is not. We've talked about what leadership is, and I've not even been able to, I cannot exhaust it. I cannot exhaust what leadership is. But I want you to take your time and then do a study on leadership. Do a study on how great people transform their lives and that of others. It's leadership. Okay? Do a study on that. Because I cannot exhaust it. I don't have monopoly of knowledge. So I cannot exhaust it. But by next week, I'm going to be discussing what leadership is not. So that we are going to debunk the myths that people have placed around the circle of leadership. So in upper week, I will take you on leadership skills that are necessary for every leader. Basic leadership skills that are necessary for every leader. I'm so excited that you joined me on this broadcast, and I want to specially announce to you that my first co-authored leadership book is coming out this month, November. I am so excited. I'm going to put the details on the comment section. Please ensure you get a copy for yourself. Solomon, lead. You can put your name there. You lead. So I Lead is the title of the book, and is specially prepared and co-authored by my twin brother and then Mr. Solomon Umezude for your enrichment, to provide you with basic tools and effective skills for leadership development. I want you to get a copy for yourself. Pre-order is 1,500 naira now. Once we launch, the price of the book will move to 2,500. I want to encourage you to get a copy for yourself. And please be part of this series as we talk about leadership. I'm going to be unraveling some heavyweight matters on leadership in the coming weeks. I love you and I especially celebrate you. Do enjoy your Saturday. And please, if you're in the southeast, any of the southeast states of Nigeria, please stay safe. God bless you.